In this video, we will understand this common DP pattern, which is very common in interviews. The question is like lead code 1048, longest string chain. Here we are given a array of words. If you look here, the question is nothing but it says two things. First one is a word or a string. A string or a word is a predecessor of another word if adding one letter to word A will make it equal to word B. That is here the word A, that is ABC. If I add A here, it will be it will be equal to ABAC. So ABC is a predecessor of ABAC. And here we are given a list of words and we have to find the length of longest word chain. Okay, stay with me. What is a word chain here? Word chain is nothing but a sequence of words, where every word is a predecessor of a next word. That is, word A is predecessor of word B, and word B is predecessor of word C, and so on. Okay, let's take this example. If I have to find the longest word chain or the length of the longest word chain here, what I will do, length of the longest word chain is nothing but it will start from it is a sequence of words, right? So it will start from some word and it will end from some word, right? Here I will try to like create sequence of like word chains ending at every word. So what is a word chain ending at A? That will be empty because A is a word of single character, right? Here it will have only A. And here what will be the word chain ending at B? It will be only B, right? And here what will be, here we will get our first chain of predecessors. That is, for BA, what are its predecessor? I have A. By adding B to it, here I get a BA. So A is a predecessor of BA. I will take B and I will add A here and I'll get a predecessor. So B is a predecessor of BA. So we have two predecessors here. And what is the longest chain of the predecessors? That is the 2. The length is 2, right? I will take BA, I will take B and A. And one more combination will be A and BA, right? The max length till here is 2. And here if I take, what is predecessors of, right? If I reframe the definition of a predecessor, rather like trying each one of them, what we can say is for BCA, any word, if I remove every character one by one and the word formed without it is a predecessor of that character. Yes or no? Like if I'll form this thing, I remove B and I'll got CA, I remove C, I got BA, I remove A and I got BC. All three are predecessors of BCA, right or wrong? Yes. So, do we have CA here? No. Do we have BA in these words? Yes. So we got one predecessor of it. And how many predecessors the BA has? It has 2. So how many we got? We got actually a length of 3 predecessors because it has BA, it has B or A, right? So the longest chain length will be 3. If we come here, do we have BC in the array? No. So the answer for this will be either it can be, I'll just point it to here and write BCA because the answer for this will be process or like calculate. We are calculating DP of any world. How? By removing each character one by one and finding the answer of that. That is substring of it, right? So this is similar to that of LIS, that is longest increasing subsequence, where we were processing finding a subsequence with increasing numbers, and here we are instead of increasing, we are just checking whether it is a predecessor or not of A comma B. And to be a predecessor, the word B should always be greater than word A, right? So similarly, if we try to find predecessors of this, we will again get BDA के लिए. If we remove B, we get DA. If we remove D, we get BD. And if we remove A, we get, sorry, if we remove B, we get DA. If we remove D, we get BA. If we remove A, we get BD. And we only have BA, which value is 2. So we get 3 here. That is nothing but it will also point to here. The answer for this is calculated on basis of BA, because that is a predecessor of it. There's nothing but summing, calculating the sum. So what we will do is, first thing, we need to sort the array. Why? Because we have to process small words, that is words starting from 1 length, 2 length. Then only we can reuse the calculation to when we are calculating for the next word. When we are calculating from BCA, if we pre-compute the value of BA, then we can avoid recomputing the same thing again and again. So what we will do, we will sort the array first, then we will run a loop, for loop over each word. And if the word, and what we have to know is, let's say I form a string and I have to know its longest word chain length, okay, ending at it. So what we should, we can store it, since it is a word, we can store that in a hash map of string and integer, right? So this is how we'll store it. The code will look like something this. So this is how the code will look like. So first we are sorting the array. Then what we'll do, we will create a hash map to store the DP or the results. We'll start with, we'll initialize our answer with 1, because the array length is 1. So at least there will be one word chain length. We'll run a loop over words. We will take each word, and we have to, like, if the word length is 1, we'll just put it in the hash map and as its result 1, and we'll continue to the next word. And then how we will calculate for any words is which length is greater than 1. This is how it is. We form a word by removing the letter at J. We run over we run a loop over the characters of that word, and we form a string of it. That is nothing but, we'll take substring till 0 to J. So Jth letter is excluded, and we take another substring, that is J plus 1, from J plus 1 till end. So J is excluded, and we check whether we have already like seen this word in the past or not, whether we have this word in the array or not. If it is there, then we will just take its value, and we take a max with the current max. Like, for every word we have to find the longest chain ending at it, so we take the max of it with the max. And then what we'll do, for answer we take max of every answer, right? That's it, very easy. If I submit this, see you in next video, guys.